13. They're the Redskins. Oop, I just said that while I was live.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks superstar cornerback, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Seahawks and the Commanders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here.
They had Griffin the third. That's right.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he's taken down.
We're 11 yards in the first round.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the finger was right on it.
I feel like we have to go for this. I feel like 4th and 2 is really enough.
So often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Running for it. Here's Lynch.
Oh, you beat me to the tackle and I made tackle. And the face. What's the flag? Come on. Holy. What a bitch.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Thompson between the tackles. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it
this is bad. How can you old? It's 11:30. I feel like I should be able to at least get to 1:30.
But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves.
I did have a long day.
Tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
I guess,
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first
Josh
down.
saw Dwight today.
Complete over the middle. It's Moss.
That is job. He went to the movies today. And he ran into him there.
With those
He
faster
says,
passes and they're going that fast, any
Dwight
hesitation
like
as a
offering
quarterback
him
that the
to use
deflection, if
his
you miss, might be bigger
legal
and lead to an interception.
card. And Josh like, no, I'm good, thanks. And then went to like go stand around the corner when he waited for He felt kind of bad for him, but he says then he just remembered what he did. He was like, nah, fuck you.
They run again with Morris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Now it's Griffin.
He's just nasty.
That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a 1st down. Now Lynch running right, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The Seahawks at 7-1 now on the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
For real. No, that's what I was thinking.
Wilson. This is complete. It's Baldwin.
He turned to something to use against his he actually wasn't bad at all. He used it.
And that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can
move to
defensive line trying to keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
That's the only thing that haven't won the game.
Well, throw on 1st down.
Actually, don't have a lot of nerd friends.
Time to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A A give to Lynch from the shotgun. He's taken down at the 7.
And there was one year, like a couple of years ago, where one of my buddies was going to go with me, and it was SummerCon, and the voice actor for Naruto was going to be there, so I was super pumped. But then my friend backed out, and I didn't want to go by myself.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This is Morris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They run with Morris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Griffin. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Griffin. Throw left side is complete to Reed. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. On the Seahawks 40-yard line.
Griffin. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Morris fighting. He lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
They start the drive with Lynch. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, it's 7-3. I'm ahead,
2
and
minutes to play in
I
this first
just made them fumble. They were moving down the field on me, and then I made their running back fumble. But now I got the ball. 2-minute warning until halftime.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Here's Wilson.
Throws it off, throws it to my son, Daniel Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Now Wilson. Flushed out right.
Ooh, and Russell's running up the sideline himself.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Wilson.
Ooh, he's launching that shit, bro. Ooh.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that
Put it
play.
up, Golden Tate, baby. And touchdown. Good go around.
A great play there. 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Griffin. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it
And
with
I
just
mean,
over a minute to go.
crazy. They had a
before
minute and a
halftime.
half and wasted 30
He put it
seconds.
4 times
And
in
now
the
they're
loss
punting.
last week as he gets this one away here.
And
Pulled
they
in
have
at the
another
24.
chance to score. Ooh, hidden on the return. Ooh.
A
Oh,
very
yeah.
good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Wilson changing the play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, and they just intercepted
It's going to
me.
be intercepted.
They needed that.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one complete to Hankerson.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
On 1st down, Griffin. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remaining in the half on us, the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes.
Past
From
the
there, we'll
halfway
take a
point
trip
of the
east to
season,
check on
and
the
now
Bears
past
at
the
home
halfway point
at
of this
Soldier
game.
Field.
We skip
And it was
halftime
the
and get
visiting
right
Carolina
back to the
Panthers
action.
who were
Set to
victorious
begin
in
the
that
third
one.
quarter.
Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Griffin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now it's Morris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. There's Griffin to throw. And it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
Just a crazy throw there that's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest
It's
of throws.
14-3. I just threw an interception.
Because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start
After the
getting
half, I
a little
made
more
them punt,
interesting.
and
Here comes the
then
Commanders'
I
offense
ran it,
back
and
onto
my
the
first
field.
throw, I threw an
And they'll
interception.
start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 3 minutes left in the first.
Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Griffin. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing again, Griffin. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. He gets this one to Garcon. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They run for it with Morris. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about
they went
that.
for the
But
4th down and got it.
The kicker had missed one before.
If they're trying to score a touchdown,
Go
it's
for it,
pretty
and it
interesting.
worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting it? He'll be visiting a
Ooh,
team
what
psychiatrist this
ooh,
week
okay.
because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Griffin.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Very costly sack there.
Yeah, now it's like
Pushes him back.
30 and goal.
And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter.
Yeah.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Oh, you need 4th and goal? You want to take your field goal because you still be behind? Oh, yeah, they're taking this field goal.
Brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter.
Now they're
All right, so they needed
behind by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Not exactly what they wanted,
I need
but
to
the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining,
capitalize
and there's
on this
enough
next
time to
drive.
get it done.
No more
They've got to
pressure.
get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This fielded right at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Seattle now ready to march on to the
Go,
field.
Marshawn. Come on, this is where you shine.
Back down to
Come
one
on,
score after the
Beast
field goal a moment ago, so they'll be
show 'em
looking
how
to
you
string
talk
together a few
defense.
1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin
Man,
1st and
picked up
10.
4 yards. Come
And
on.
he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to
They
bleed
are
things out at
definitely
this
lining
point,
up
right?
the top
Continue to
here.
possess
Let's
the
see what we
football,
can do.
gain some
We
yardage,
might
put
have
the
to
onus
throw.
on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking
Ran
charge.
2
And
yards.
the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe
3rd
a
and
couple
4.
up to
3rd
the
and 4.
38.
Important. 3rd and
Just not a
4.
whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right.
Play
Let's
action.
go.
Now Wilson.
Boom, right there. 1st down. Yep.
Pass taken in.
Ooh.
It's good tight end.
Let's go.
Across midfield inside the 45.
1st and 10, baby.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd
Crap.
down.
According to my shot.
There, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone
Ooh,
being
one
in
on
on the
one on
deal
Doug
and
Baldwin
picking it
though.
up.
That
Second,
might
third
be a
levels, you can
touchdown.
see
Let me
them
check
trying to
that.
recover. They bit. Worked out
Yo,
offensively.
come on, come on. Oh,
Looking for more
that's
on
so
the
come
first
on,
down,
that's
but
a
this throw
touchdown.
downfield, incomplete.
Oh,
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this
okay.
game up in the late going. But the
Took a
coverage
shot
was
on the
there,
first
and
play.
this winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Wilson.
There you go.
Left side, it's
First down,
complete.
let's go. Keep it
He's
going.
going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Getting the call, Lynch running left.
There you go, handed the beast mode, isn't it? There goes Marshawn. Let's go. Let's go. I think that's the game feeling right there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
I mean, the game, there's 4.5 minutes left, and they're down by 2 scores. So they would need to score here and stop me. We'll see what happens. Come on. I think I got this.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession.
Oh, thunder! Oh, fuck. They got
It's
it.
not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Griffin. Wow, what a catch.
He'll make the diving catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Griffin on first down.
Get him. Oh.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Once again, Griffin. Over the middle to Garcon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They gotta move.
On 3rd and 1, Griffin. Over the middle of the field, he's got a man
The
complete.
clock's moving. We're running out of time. We need to do this now. They're moving down the field, but they're taking forever.
Now it's Griffin.
Ooh, there we go.
He hit as he releases it. And that'll
Okay,
fall
they needed that.
incomplete.
They needed that.
Nice
They got
progress
lucky
down the
on
field
that.
was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin.
Ooh.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Griffin will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And he's brought down.
Ooh, stay fat on 4th down, baby.
And a turnover on
Ooh,
down.
and that's game, probably.
So
Yeah,
good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and
Yeah,
10.
run
Just
down
shy
this
of
clock.
midfield at the 49. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Holding offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
28 to 6.
By the second-year
1 minute left in the game.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
A short little throw taken in by Reed. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up to the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory
Like,
here for Seattle. And it was their
like,
defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that long field goal in the entire second half.
Go to bed and play in the morning.
Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won.
Oh, shit.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side.
Yeah.
The Oakley way.